What's up, everybody? It's Soren Baker here on Unique Access Entertainment. As always, please hit that subscribe button right down there, and it's free. That enables us to keep coming to y'all as often as possible with as many interviews as possible. So please hit that subscribe button, like, share, talk about us. Now, today we have the honor and privilege of being joined by the legendary Spice One. Thank you for coming through, sir.
What's going on, man?
Everything is good. Everything is good. So I'm very excited because you got the Platinum OG 2 album, and I wanted you to break down, why you decided you had the first one out in 2019. Why'd you decide to run it back with the part two?
Well, I think that Platinum OG, the first one, I think people slept on it a little bit, you know what I'm saying? So I think we're gonna push this one, the first Platinum OG right along with Platinum OG 2. Anyway, just because I think people slept on it, and it did really good. You know what I'm saying? It actually did really good, but I still didn't get the response that I'm getting now off of Platinum OG 2. So we're gonna run that back too. You know what I'm saying? We're gonna run one back too. So it was a hot album. It had a lot of people on there, a lot of artists on there now, and even some of the same artists, but the the homies that's not here right now.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like, I got all my unreleased tracks and verses from them. You know what I'm saying? So, I'm trying to get them out there to all of the fans because I'm pretty sure they want to hear the shit. You know what I'm saying? So, hell yeah.
Yeah, I was definitely pleased and surprised to hear a lot of the appearances on Platinum OG, especially people that have passed. So why did you decide to do that?
Man, I think they deserve a lot of the artists deserve a lot more recognition, and a lot more notoriety for the things that they brought to the game.
Gotcha. Okay. And then with
Like every, you know what I'm saying? They deserve to be remembered. They dropped they verse in the hip hop world and got respect for it. And just like these cats is doing today. So, and I would want someone to do the same for me, you know what I'm saying, when I'm gone. You know what I'm saying? So I mean, you gotta still
yes,
represent
sir.
the home, you know what I'm saying?
So of course speaking of homies, you've done a lot of collaborative albums over the years. You got a few with Eight, J.O. Felony, Selly Cell, etc.
Oh yeah.
So what's the difference between doing an album where you feature a lot of people like Platinum OG 2 versus doing a collaborative album with, say, an MC8?
Um it's just more variety. It's more spice, more colorful, you know what I'm saying? It's different beats, different ways that niggas gonna come off to the beats, and how you always wonder, I wonder what he would sound like to this, you know what I'm saying? So, and what these two cats would sound like with this dude singing the hook, or you know what I'm saying? So it's all a big puzzle you put together when it comes to a compilation album like that. You know what I'm saying? Like when it's like the Chronic, you know what I'm saying? It's kind of like, but it's my album, but it's like how Dr. Dre's album was the Chronic, but it was his album, but he had all the features on there, had all the homies on there getting down, representing, you know what I'm saying? That's kind of basically what I'm trying to do. So, even from the East Coast to the West, you know what I'm saying, down South, everybody, you know what I'm saying? Just, giving everybody a chance to shine, you know what I'm saying?
Okay. And then with Platinum OG 2, one of the in the beginning you got the Since the Day song, and on there you shout out Nipsey Hussle. So I wanted you to break down up in the Bay, and for you personally, what was the significance of him, and why you wanted to shout him out?
Because, you know, I, I spent a lot of time in LA, you know what I'm saying? So, even when after Nipsey passed and I went through there, all the homies from 60s, they would, they remember me, all the OGs, you know what I'm saying? They remember me, they telling me, hey man, this nigga over there, that nigga over there, man, they got the Hennessy over here, you know what I'm saying? With the bud over there, you know what I'm saying? So I mean, it was cool because I remember how I used to kick it in the 60s, you know what I'm saying? Go up to Crenshaw Slops and get my fit, get my t-shirt, my 501s or whatever my Nike Cortez or whatever, you know what I'm saying? Up at Crenshaw Slops, and I used to go up there all the time. You know, get down. You know, I see my a lot of fans, a lot of friends up there. So you know, a lot of Nipsey people in 60s, you know, I knew him, you know what I'm saying? Like even the homie Barcelini, you know what I'm saying? That's one of my guys right there, you know what I'm saying? So I mean, it's just a trip that I never crossed paths with Nipsey like that to where we could kick it and do some shit. But I respect his music and I listen to it frequently. You know what I'm saying? I get on my bike, I drive around, bang it. You know what I'm saying? Play it up and down the street. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, I had to respect the 60s, man, because they showed me nothing but love when I got out to LA. So, hell yeah.
Okay. And speaking of love in LA, you got the Gangster song as well on Platinum OG2. You got Snoop and Rick Ross on there and Q Mussolini. But the thing with your verse in particular, I really appreciated how you were referencing your album titles. Snoop Dogg's Murder Was a Case, Jail Felony. So
Yeah, yeah.
when you're writing and you realize that, does that just come naturally at this point? Because you've been doing that type of thing since 187 Proof, but is that fun, different, exciting? How does that work for you?
Well, I literally I freestyled, man. I didn't write none of that shit down. Like the whole album. When you hear the whole album, remember I was just up there snapping, bro. I didn't touch a pen or a pad the whole time. You know
Hmm.
what I'm saying? So when you hear me spitting, know that it's completely natural. It's just what I'm thinking. You know what's going on in my head. Whatever style or flow. I like energy, so I move off energy. So you know when I get to the microphone, I just feel whatever I'm feeling and I rock with it. You know what I'm saying? As far as me writing or whatever, that's cool. I might jot a few things down in my phone while I'm driving around or while I'm sitting there doing nothing. I might jot a few things down, but as far as write a whole song now and stand there and read the I can't do that. You know, I got too much energy to do that. You know what I'm saying? I be having too much going through me to energy going through me to sit there and try to read what I want to say instead of just getting up there and just saying what I want to say. You know what I'm saying?
And when did that change for you? And
Um,
why do you
man,
think?
maybe about maybe about 7 years ago,
Hmm.
I kind of was like, like fuck it, just get up there and say what you was gonna say and say what you was gonna write down, and it started working. It was working cool for me. You know what I'm saying? So I kept doing it.
Hmm. And
So now, um, it's crazy now. My cousin here recording, and he was like, damn, he was like, you already did it 16. He was like, why are you still going?
hmm.
I was like, I was moving off energy. You know what I'm saying?
So how do you think that from the Let It Be Known till to today, how do you think that evolution has affected your creativity or how you approach writing or thinking?
Um, it's kind of like crawl before you walk before you run, and then run before you fly. Now I'm flying. You know what I'm saying? It's like when I'm on the mic now, when I'm recording, when I'm doing my thing, it's like it's a flight, man. I take flight, bro. I go. You know what I'm saying? It ain't no I don't want to pause. I don't want to pause. I got too much shit going through my head, and I just be going. And and I told the homie, I was like, the gangster rap guy be in me, and he be telling me what to say. So you would hear me, and I step back one time, and I okay, and then I step back towards the mic because I'm going. You know what I'm saying? I got my energy, and that shit just be, and I'm glad I learned, that's why they call the strongest weed rapper weed, because I rap all of that shit out on the microphone. You know what I'm saying? That shit'll be gone. I sweat all of that shit out while I'm on the mic, and I still be rolling up, you know what I'm saying? I roll up while I'm spitting, you know what I'm saying? I just did a feature for these cats, some little young homies and shit, they in their 20s and 30s and shit, and they like, you need a pen or a pad and shit, And I stepped in, I'm like, man, is the mic hot? You know what I'm saying? Is the mic on? That's all I need to know. Is the mic on? What it be that? You know what I'm saying?
Right.
It's
Now well, back in the days though, like I'm saying, with the Let It Be Known, the Spice One album, 187 he wrote album, etc. Were you able to do this and remember stuff, or do you feel like you only could write when you?
I remember it.
Okay.
Like I would sit up there, I would write it and I would go over it a million times until I remembered it. And then I would say it out there in front of some of the homies or whatever and spit it, get approval from the homies or whatever. You know what I'm saying? And, and then once I got that, then I record it, you know what I'm saying? And find a beat and record it, you know what I'm saying? But now it's crazy, man. I was listening to the EP Let It Be Known this morning actually. And I was listening, I was like, I was way ahead of my time.
That's an understatement. That's an understatement.
Yeah, man. Just on Let It Be Known, like I'm listening to myself talking, like spitting, and I'm like, whoa, like, oh shit, you know what I'm saying? I wasn't even old enough to buy alcohol when I was doing them songs,
So then
I was like 19 or 18 or something.
So then, on that note, how did the 187 proof even come up with having the characters without the alcohol then?
Oh, I wasn't old enough to buy, but I was old enough to drink the shit, you know what I'm saying? We stand by the stove and have somebody get us some alcohol,
Right.
get us some Hennessy or some Old English or something,
But where did that concept come from? Because I always thought that was ingenious.
What? Man, I was actually dreaming, you know what I'm saying? And I I sat down and I literally prayed to be a rapper artist. And I went to sleep and I swear to God, man, you can't make this shit up. I went to sleep and I started dreaming. And I was dreaming that that it was the dude standing in the, outside of his car in parked. And he was, he's bobbing his head to this music and shit. And I walked up to him and I said, man, what you listening to? And he said, this is Spice One, man. This is the new shit. And this is me dreaming before I'm famous or anything. You know what I'm saying? I swear to God, man, I'm not bullshitting you. And then something said, the voice behind my head said, stick your head in the car and see what song made you famous. So I stuck my head in the car to see what song that made me famous in my dream. And I heard myself say, E had the 9 and J the AK. I heard myself say it. I heard the music.
Oh, wow.
And then I woke up and I was like, who the fuck is E and who the fuck is J? You know what I'm saying? And AK, what the fuck is, I'm tripping, So it took me a minute to put it together that E and J was alcohol. You know what I'm saying? And then I just kept going from there.
Wow.
And then I made up the beginning of it, so I could start it off dope in a cool way, And 187 Proof was born. I wrote it out of my dream, and I went to the studio, made the track, made the beat, had my homeboy play a guitar on there, G-Man Stan. Shout out to G-Man Stan. I had him play the beat, and we finished the song, and then I passed a few tapes out, and back then we had tapes and CDs and shit. I put it on tape and CD, passed it out a few times, and next thing you know, there's a lady walking up to me while I'm selling dope on the turf, asking me if I'm Spice One, and she happened to run a record label called Triad Records, and here I am talking to you today. I'm Spice One. We dropped the record and it was the hottest shit in the Bay Area at the time, as everybody know, and you know, that's what happened. You know, it's crazy, like crazy shit. You know what I'm saying? I never would have thought that, you know, me pulling a song out of a dream would get me that far. You know what I'm saying? Like to where I am now. You know what I'm saying? As far as respect in the industry, just because of that song alone, from the east to the west to all down south to different countries, to Japan, to Australia, all of these people have the same question. What the hell made you write 187 Proof? Like,
Right.
that's like, it's been the question of my whole life and rap career. Like, everybody, like, what the hell are you, how the hell did you think of 187 Proof?
Yeah.
It's, you know, and then when I tell them, it's so crazy because, you know, it sounds crazy, you know what I'm saying? But hey, you know, that's what happened. You know, I keep shit real. So, you know, man, whether a motherfucker look at me crazy or not, that's what happened. You know what I'm saying?